Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 77 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down. Here's Thompson. Right side complete. That's Woods. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Thompson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Play action. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Sterling Hofrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Second down. Here's Thompson.
And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
3rd and long, Thompson.
Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Thompson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ryan, wait for this. Come on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Shotgun on 3rd down. Here's Thompson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to work. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Thompson now, 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Thompson. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And got his man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Thompson. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Thompson. Campbell making the catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
36-yard line.
First and 10, here's Thompson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Second down throw for Thompson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Thompson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fourth down, Thompson going for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tonyan.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, it's Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third and long, Thompson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Thompson, desperation time. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake, it's Thompson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Thompson will look to the air on first down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Thompson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. And now here is another interception. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Thompson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error
with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Vick goes play action. Rolling to his left. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. 4th down, Vick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hey. Now Murray off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, Murray. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make...
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Trying to run it with Patterson. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught by Carmichael. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Yeah, they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. And the slot man goes in motion left. Murray now on first down. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Murray now on first down. Looking deep for Crabtree. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams
Rams are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Touchdown, Rams! Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember their...
And McCoy loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Tyreek Hill. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Hurts. And this one too low.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. He finds McCoy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. It's Harold Carmichael. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action with Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they'll try and pick it up with Allstott, the fullback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
First play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Man open. Harold Carmichael complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dave Casper from 13 yards out. And the Golden Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.